I gotta go.
What's up with the what's up? It's your boy Angry Ted. You already know. We on YouTube Live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Angry Ted Show. Again, I'm your host, Angry Ted, and we're going to talk some sports like we know how to talk. First up, we got to talk Sixers, ladies and gentlemen. We're still on that. We know the Jaylen Brown trade is complete. But now we're on to the LeBron escapade, which brings me right into it. This thing right here is getting out of control, ladies and gentlemen. And I put a poll up, you know what I'm saying, and feel free to put yes or no. Is this saga right now, you know what I mean, pretty much clogging and damaging the NBA? Once again, we have the LeBron James bullshit where we have to wait on him to pick a team. And I'm not understanding this. It's really at this point, it's out of control. Because when you look at it, like, you got three cities held hostage right now. I mean, you got the Sixers, you got Golden State, and then you got Cleveland. Make a fucking decision, my man. Like we don't have no time for this bullshit. Like we constantly, you're in the news every day. It's constantly on every station. You got, oh, where's LeBron going now? Like, come on, man. Like you like fucking Waldo or somebody. Which way did he go? Like at this point, man, make a decision. Stand by your decision. And if it's us, cool. We can win a title with you. If it's not, then go somewhere and do your thing and film and do all that bullshit you want to do. But right now, man, I'm LeBron fatigued, y'all. How about y'all, man? Let me know. You know what I mean? Again, I got the poll up. Put your yes or no in on the poll. But yeah, man, I just think it's selfish of this guy, man. Right now, with what he's doing, like free agency is already pretty much done. People have already made the moves they're going to make. The Washington Wizards have already said they're not trading Anthony Davis. So with that being said, LeBron, man, what you going to do, bro? Like, we already know you the creator of the super team and all this bullshit, you know what I'm saying, which has only gotten you, 2 titles out of it, meaning that you've only won with the super team which you had in Miami with, you know, Ray Allen and all those guys. And then, of course, we know you created that super team with Kyrie and them. And then then down in LA, you tried to do the same thing, but it didn't work. So coming here, man, I mean, he'd be a great addition, but we shouldn't be kissing his ass to come here, man. Like I'm sorry, like I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not the biggest LBJ fan. You know what I mean? I'm not a Brown sexual like the rest of these motherfuckers are. You know what I'm saying? But again, can he be a great player to the team? Yes. Hell yeah, he can be a fucking good player to the team. But with that being said, I can't take the distractions. The distractions I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's like I said again. This dude, man, right now, it's like, you know, he's basking in all the attention like an attention whore, and to me, that's giving me bad vibes. Like, come on, man. Like we've been longing for a championship since 1983. We don't need no motherfucking diva show coming in here and you filming everything. And now, you know what I mean, it becomes the LeBron James show and about LeBron more than it's about winning the title. Like we already got one diva here in MD. We don't need 2. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said, from a basketball standpoint, I'll be a fool to say it's not a fit. You know what I mean? Again, I keep it 100. You know what I mean? I'm a Sixer fan, true and blue, but again, from a basketball standpoint, it's definitely a fit. But from a motherfucking media circus standpoint, an ego standpoint, constantly hearing this dude in the media like he's the smartest player on earth, like he invented the game of basketball and all that bullshit. Like, no, I'm tired of it. Like I've seen interviews, like, and I don't know about y'all. Like again, I say, like, no taking away from LeBron James' game and what he's accomplished over his career and being 40, the age he's at, and still playing. And the whole thing with the son, you know, son, father, and son, which is great for the African American community and all that. But from like I said, the dude he also brings that diva shit with him, the circus. You know what I mean? The constantly in the media. You know, this again, like we bring this documentary shit. Like we ain't got time to be filming nothing, man. We trying to win a title. Again, it's been since 1983, and I was what 5 years old. Like, no, man, come on. We need a focused team this year coming in so we can try to get something done. The East, as it is, I'm not afraid of Boston. We weakened them by taking JB. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want. You know what I mean? Cleveland, they still got bum ass Harden. You know what I mean? Who's going to fail in the playoffs? We know it. It's like clockwork. You know what I mean? Donovan Mitchell's going to run out of gas. And then what else? Of course, the Knicks is going to still be around, but they, like I said, you might call them Riddick Bowe or motherfucking, what's my man name? Buster Douglas. God rest his soul. You know what I mean? They one and done. You know what I mean? So with that being said, like, I mean, look, LeBron, make a decision, man. Come in here, bruh, you're going to win a motherfucking title. Going anywhere else, it's the bottom line is you're not going to win a goddamn thing. And we know it. And we know it. We as fans, everybody as fans, everybody in on the NBA side, those executives, even the motherfuckers from an analytical standpoint, which I hate analytics. To me, that's the dumbest shit ever. When we stop using the eye test for things, that's when shit got bad. You know what I mean? Like when you stop using the eye test for how you judging shit, and you basically going off a bunch of numbers, like that's where shit fucked up. You know what I mean? Like so, again, from a basketball standpoint, the eye test, LeBron, perfect fit, perfect power forward, able to do whatever we need him to do, run the offense, can get his points occasionally, and still can get you like 25 points on a good night. You know what I mean? Can rebound a little bit, can play a little defense, smart, savvy, know the game, all that. But again, is the motherfucking headache that comes with it worth what we're going to get on the basketball court? I lean yes, because I want a title. I'm that desperate. I'm willing to make a deal with the devil. At this point, since '83, I'm willing to make a deal with the devil. I don't know about y'all Sixers fans, but it's long overdue. This shit is long overdue. I mean, Eagles have been to two Super Bowls and won one since. The Sixers have sniffed the NBA Finals. Phillies and shit. It's almost to the point where the Flyers might even win before the Sixers. So yeah, if I have to make a deal with the devil that's known as LeBron to get it done, fuck it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? And then I guess I have to turn my ears and the blind eye to the media circus that will be. Especially if we go on a mini loser streak. Yeah, I can hear it now. I can hear this dude in the media now like he's the motherfucking inventor of basketball. That's one thing I never really got about him. You know what I mean? He's an intelligent basketball player, but the way they talk about him in the media is like they have an agenda to dick ride. And I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? I'm really not feeling it. That's the only time I would have agreed with Stephen A. Smith. Like, my man, like your game can be criticized, my brother. Now, I don't agree with him on the Jaylen Brown. That's not because he's a Sixer, but that's because he's basically telling that man he should shut up the dribble. But with LeBron's silly ass, like he like, come on, man. Like, nah. He got a little bit of Wimbiana pussy face shit in him. Like, you know what I mean? A little bit of sore loser. So I'm not, like I said, basketball standpoint, yes, bring him on. But from a diva, that other standpoint, I can't fuck with it. I cannot fuck with it. I cannot fuck with it. We trying to, as we say, we trying to hit a home run this season. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of home runs, I'm shifting the gears, and I'll switch hats with the topic. We're gonna talk about the All-Star game last night. What a game it was. What a game it was. What a weekend it was, ladies and gentlemen. What a weekend it was, man. Philadelphia put a fucking show on this weekend, man. The city should be proud. What the city did this weekend with All-Star weekend for baseball was on point. And I don't get what that fat fuck, what's his name, Jason Whitlock says about the extra patriotism. Like he's always, like his fat ass always has something to say. His fat ass he's a fat fucking hater, man. Like I just can't. I just can't. Like somebody need to shove his ass full of hot dogs and just tell him to sit him aside and shut the fuck up. Like no wonder they kicked you off ESPN, big guy. Like you just a flat out fucking hater. Like what the Philadelphia Phillies and the organization and MLB put on this weekend was nothing short of a spectacle. You had a young kid from St. Louis win an All-Star home run derby the night before last, beating out Kyle Schwarber, and Philadelphia fans doing what they don't get credit for. And I'm tired of this bullshit narrative. We seen the fucking New York fans beat up on people all fucking season long during their magical run, and it was never broadcast or never put out there like these fans are fucking animals. Only a few people, started really like, rooting against the team because of them fuckers. But if that was Philadelphia, you'd have heard it all over the national media and broadcast. They've been dick riding, telling us how we're savages and everything. But New York didn't get any of that publicity, which is a fucking shame. It was to the point where a guy from Philadelphia, and I'm sure you saw this, went into, it's all over YouTube, went into the bowels, the belly of the beast. You know what I mean? He ain't even, I think he's a Spurs fan, but he's from Philly. You know what I mean? And he basically took on their whole crowd. You know what I mean? And basically went to war. And I ain't like how the New York police was doing their thing either. They also, how you gonna arrest a man that's being jumped? That's some bullshit. But again, back to baseball and back to that fat fuck Jason Whitlock. He had some very derogatory things to say about what happened last night with, the extra patriotism that he says it was. But to me, man, it was everything it should have been. You know what I mean? You had fan interaction last night. You had the players interaction. It actually looked like an actual all-star game. And it was good baseball on top of it. You know what I mean? The AL won 4-0. You know what I'm saying? Which, hey, listen, it was good baseball. You could tell the players were competing. They had the kids ride out on bikes and stand next to their favorite player, which the players were able to sign baseball cards for them. Like, come on, man. You had people putting up their loved ones for the cancer tribute. Like, you had Boys II Men, Philly Zone. You had Patti LaBelle, Philly Zone, singing the national anthem. Like, what more could you ask for? Great fucking job by the Philadelphia Phillies. They get my standard hard clap. Not the golf clap. Pause. Hard clap. But they did an excellent job this weekend, man. It was a great job by Philadelphia, man. The city definitely shined brightest when it needed to, and it was a great job. And one thing we got to see this weekend with the All-Star game, we got to see a lot of stars in the house. And one of the stars we got to see was the Philly's own Larry Bowa. We got to see Shane Victorino, former World Series champion as well. They had everybody. We got Jimmy Rollins out this weekend. We had Chase Utley. By the way, he's being honored by the Phillies in late August, going on the Wall of Fame to complete the trifecta of him, Ryan and Jimmy going on the wall, and Charlie for that team that they put out, that great team that they had that brought us a championship. And like I said, man, it was a great weekend, and stand ovation to the fans for doing their thing. Again, like I said, it was a moment where one of St. Louis's young players won the All-Star home run derby, came back, and Phillies fans actually, was giving his father a standing ovation. You could see it, as they pan through it, a few highlights they showed. And see, that's what it's all about, man. This is what Philadelphia sports fans is all about. You know what I mean? We give props when we give props, and we'll boo your ass when we need to boo your ass. But that's what it is. Shit, we boo our own teams. You know what I mean? If they don't put the effort out or they ain't doing what they need to do, then we're going to boo their fucking ass. And they know it. You know what I mean? This is why most people don't leave the city of Philadelphia. And that's a big thing that needs to be talked about. You know what I mean? With this bullshit recruiting effort that people are doing for LeBron. The city recruited, the city sells itself. Look at how many athletes on the Philadelphia Eagles come here from other cities and they adopt Philadelphia as they adopt their home, or they build homes here, or they build their families here. You know what I'm saying? That says something about the city. That says something about the sports culture, you know what I mean, in the city, where you can make athletes actually feel like they want to stay after it's all said and done. And the reason being is because they actually get treated like heroes, because they put the work in on that field. And what people really don't understand about sports, and I'm going to get right into it, sports and life has this, it's like a connection. And people really don't understand the camaraderie, the teamwork. You ever see when the Philadelphia Sixers or the Eagles or the Flyers or the Phillies win, how the city works, and how many people, black, white, yellow, Chinese, brown, don't matter what your color, what your race, what your creed, what your religious beliefs are, what your sexual preferences are. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But for that Sunday or that playoff game or that big championship game, if you're a sports fan, we all are one. And it's like Philly versus everybody. You know what I'm saying? So when people tell me that sports doesn't mean a big deal, and especially in this city, sports is a very big deal. And that's why our athletes that we have here, past and present, They love it here. They love it here. As a BG. You know what I mean? How many beers he's paid for probably over the years. And I'm not trying to put him out there, you know. But we honor our guys that put that work in, man, that entertain us and put their bodies on the line on that Sunday or that Monday through Friday basketball, football, basketball or baseball or hockey. You know what I mean? We when you put that effort out, we appreciate that because for that moment in time, man, for those 3 or 4 hours, that's our break. That's our chance for some of us, you know, who wanted to be athletes who never got that shot to live vicariously through these guys. And that's not to say we take it to the limits where motherfuckers want to go crazy. There's some, because gambling is out of control. I'm not one of them. I'm crazy. I might yell and scream and holler at the motherfucking TV and cuss you out, call you all types of names. But once you hit that shot, I'm back on board, baby. You know, I'm a fan. Short for fanatic. But again, that's what it is. But again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, first time around, YouTube Live. I appreciate those that was able to check it out. If you weren't able to check it out, you can go back in my channel, The Angry Ted Show, on YouTube and check it out. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to, we'd like you to drop a super chat as well. We'll respond. But again, like, share, subscribe. Don't take much to do it. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and ultimately subscribe. It's your boy Angry Ted. We ain't done yet. You're going to see more of me. Wait till the football season. And y'all follow this journey. Oh, my God. But it's your boy Angry Ted. I'm going to sign off. And have a good day, a good evening, and have a very, very good sports-tastic life. With that being said, I'm signing off. Holla at your boy. One.